back into the archives. Welcome to Vintage Games here on the NHL Network. I'm Dan Pollard. Today we take a look back to April 20th of 1988. It's the Adams Division final between the Boston Bruins and Montreal Canadiens. For the 19th time since 1943, the Bruins and Canadiens faced each other in a playoff series, more than any other two teams in league history. Sadly for Boston, they lost every single one of those series. The Bruins, however, hoped 1988 would bring a change in fortunes. However, few were surprised when they lost the opener 5-2. In Game 2, Bruins coach Terry O'Reilly decided to start Reggie Lemelin in place of Andy Moog in hopes of salvaging a split at the Forum.
Is Kerry Fraser. The linesmen are Ron Finn and Gord Brassica. And the Boston goaltender, the veteran Reggie Lemelin, who's had an outstanding season with the Boston Bruins and certainly instrumental in making them compile the fourth best record in the National Hockey League in regular season play. Brian Hayward has advanced from a backup goaltender to sharing the duties with Patrick Roy. He's been very steady, giving Montreal two fine goaltenders to play in back of their good defensive play.
I still think Brian Hayward, he's suspect, Fred. I mean, he doesn't play the type of style that's exciting. He's an angle goaltender, and he can be beaten. He's got to get the Bruins have got to get some offensive opportunities early.
Ludwig gets the draw. Chelios trying to wrap it in. It's knocked down by Kluzak. Trying to get a break back for Janney. Janney keeps it on side, goes into the corner, puts it near the net. Off the side, taken by in front. Quick shot by Bork. Second shot. Save. Loose. And Janney can't jam it in. The Bruins had two marvelous opportunities by Raymond Bork. Set up by Cam Neely. Puck fought for it. Neely drops it back at the left point. Janney back to cover it and wrap it in. Bruins did everything but score. Neely in hard to hit Chelios. A hand pass by Chelios, who lost his stick in the flurry. And the Bruins had two challenges on Brian Hayward right at the start.
Lucky, very fortunate. Brian Hayward never saw the second shot from Bork. This pass, great play by Neely. One time that hits Chelios' foot. That one now he's lost it. No one knows where it is. You got Ludwig just gets in time and just tucks it away from Craig Janney, and just never had enough room to put the stick on it.
Terry O'Reilly.
It's a play. That'll make the guys feel a little better. You jump on him early like that. Chelios lost the stick at the blue line trying to take Joyce out, and that was the key to that play.
Jean Perron as Terry O'Reilly started the youngsters, Janney and Joyce with Cam Neely, and they had a challenge at the Montreal end right off the bat. Face off in the Montreal zone. Linsman is out, draws it back. Wesley cutting, moving, shoots, misses short side. Robinson trying to clear it out. The Bruins forecheck, and Crowder keeps it in deep. And a hard hit by Mo LeMay. LeMay is at left wing with Linsman and Crowder. Svoboda off to Robinson to work it out. A long clear is going to be icing against the Canadiens.
Mo LeMay just took a run at Larry Robinson, popped him a good shot after Larry looked up. He had no real play. What astounds me is the way Chelios backed out of the corner 2 or 3 times, and at one time Crowder had to run to get him, and the puck was left loose behind the net, and he ended up getting it.
Casper moves it deep, but Rick Green pokes it around the boards. Richer getting it to Rick Green behind the net. Bruins forechecking in deep. Canadians work it out into center ice, and the puck picked up by Richer. Richer over the line. A fake on Wesley, cuts right in, and a most marvelous save by Reggie Lemelin. You cannot believe what a stop this was on Richer, who left Wesley standing still.
That was a fantastic move by Richer. Glenn Wesley caught playing the puck. He had him off at a bad angle, so it would have been a low quality shot, but a little tuck right here. Now he waits and slides it around. Now he's in on a forehand. He's going to walk in cold. Lemelin just picked it off. Right there now, that's a nice play by Richer. Now he's coming in. Here's what Lemelin sees. Got the glove down low. You can bring a glove up. They say 3/10 of a second faster bringing it up, and you can bringing it down. Having the glove down that low was the key to that save. Lemelin knew exactly, and he made Richer make the move he wanted him to make.
Montreal getting a scoring bid almost 4 minutes into the first period by Stefan Richer. And a marvelous stop by Lemelin. The face-off to the right of Lemelin. That was Montreal's first opportunity. Boston listed with one shot, but they've had that puck buzzing around Brian Hayward much more than the one shot would indicate. Sweeney is waved out. Ray Bourque will take it. Skrudland on. McPhee, Richer, fought for. Kept in by the Canadiens. Knocked away to Skrudland. Now right in front, Richer. Another superb stop by Lemlin. Just unbelievable. Richer walked in, had him dead to rights, put the fake on him, and Ray Bourque fires it out of the zone all the way down on Hayward. Richer with two marvelous chances and stoned by Reggie Lemlin. Bruins trying to keep the pressure on now. At the other end, Lyndon Byers works it away. Sweeney is hauled down on the play. Sweeney entangled with Mike Lawler, and a penalty or penalties being called by Kerry Frazier, but the fans are buzzing about Reggie Lemlin. What a stop he made on Richer.
I guess, just terrific. Now I figured Lemlin, when Richer went wide on the outside on the forehand right here, I figured he's dead. Now Reggie still did intentionally stick his hand out. It was a last-ditch effort. Great play right there by Bourque to cover it up.
The Canadiens with two opportunities by that young man, Stefan Richer, and he won't get him any better. What he generally likes is, of course, about that 35-footer, the full force slap shot, but he can move, and he has the moves, as he indicates.
He's got a pretty pair of hands, and this is what the Bruins are doing, are working hard. Now there you got everybody getting hauled down. That's what you got to work at. You just keep moving, keep skating.
Skrudland is penalized. And another power play for Boston. No score in the game. Neely is out at right wing. Janney and Joyce fighting for it. It's back to Bourque at the right point. Gets it away to Janney, who came back well out. Janney holding now. Still holding. Gets it to Neely. Neely back for Bourque. Bourque a shot. Save Hayward. Never saw it, but he was right in the middle. Had it hit him. Good chance. Low hard drive by Ray Bourque. A pass in by Neely is deflected away. Wesley trying to contain it. It's popped out of the zone.
Very heads-up play by Carbonneau there, Fred, to get it in the air.
Janney up at right wing, clears it in. Hayward able to block it for Chelios. Around the boards, great play by Bourque to keep it in. Bourque snaps it in to Janney. Janney cuts in front, gives it off to Neely, but he has to go wide with it. Tries to move it back to Bourque and can't do it. What the Bruins are doing are using just one point man, moving that other defenseman up to create a big attack. The pass to Sweeney. Sweeney didn't stay onside. It was a quick time play and a long pass by Raymond Bourque, and the face-off back in the Boston zone. 58 seconds left on Skrudland's penalty. 14:31 left in the first period. No score. The shots are even 2 apiece, but for opportunities, as we look at Bob Sweeney, Richer had him.
At this situation, the 2 cold chances by Richer nullified by Lemlin's great plays, but you have Brian Hayward in the other end of the building just dropping down in desperation. The Bruins are having key situations on him, and he's been hit a couple of times. He hasn't seen it yet. Keep this up. Something will give.
Face-off in the Boston zone. Bruins are on the power play. Boivea, who did not play in the first game, is on with McPhee as a penalty killer. The draw to Raymond Bourque. He's at the left side with Telvin at the right. Bourque to Crowder. Crowder breaks center ice over the line to Sweeney on the left wing side. He wraps it in. Hayward blocks it. Again, the Canadiens get it up to McPhee, and McPhee clears it out. Ray Bourque winding up now. Off for Telvin. Long pass to Linsman. He's over the line. He cuts, drops it for Bourque. Bourque is broken up. And a breakaway by McPhee. Trying to get back is Telvin. And the shot is blocked. A marvelous comeback by Michael Telvin to get a piece of it. The fans are yelling for a penalty, but here comes Linsman with Crowder over the line. Still a power play. Crisscrossing to Crowder. Crowder to Sweeney. Sweeney wraps it over the other side, but just the Canadiens there. McPhee had a step or two on both Bourque and Telvin, and Telvin got back enough and got the stick on him just enough to divert him, so his shot was ineffective. Hayward plays this. It would have been icing around the boards. The Bruins fighting to keep it in. It bounces, and a shot and a save. But wait a minute. It was Willie Plett with the shot, but a whistle here by Frazier. The penalty is up. 13:21 left. First period, no score. And let's see what Fraser is going to call. We will when we come back with the score. Boston nothing, Montreal nothing. Let's pause for this message.
It's the most iconic trophy in sports, one that every player dreams of winning.
The Flyers have won their second consecutive Stanley Cup.
The Penguins have won the Stanley Cup.
Captain Mark Messier, come get the Stanley Cup.
Raising the cup, 35 years of Stanley Cup clinchers. 1990, Edmonton at Boston, Monday at 8. Brought to you in part by the Sierra from GMC. Never send a truck to do a Sierra's job. The Chicago Blackhawks have captured their first Stanley Cup in 49 years.
This is unbelievable.
Relive the Hawks championship season with the 2010 Stanley Cup DVD on Blu-ray High Definition and Standard Definition.
For the first time since 1961, the Chicago Blackhawks have won the Stanley Cup.
Available now where
Willie Plett is out for cross-checking at 6:39, and it is the first power play for Montreal. The shots stand free for Montreal. That third one was McPhee with that break in nullified, really.
You got 3 cold chances Montreal Canadiens have had.
Telvin got a piece of it so that the shot in was kind of weak on Lemlin, and he was able to block it. Nothing like the situation for Richer. Richer over the line, hauled down by Telvin. Back to get it, Burridge trying to work it out. Slides it up for Telvin. Telvin gets it away for a break by Wesley. It would have been a 2-on-1, and he lost control. Right back Robinson. Over the line. Moving in the corner, holding. Point man is Lemieux. Now Robinson signals Lemieux up. Gets it to Richer at the other point. Robinson, a shot blocked. Puck loose. Goes to the corner to Smith. Power play Montreal. Casper watching it. Smith fires in. Dahlin with it. Off for Smith. Check. Dahlin gets it again to Smith. All the way across to Richer. Richer misses. Long rebound. Robinson keeps it in. They start it again with Smith, the quarterback, off on the right side. In for Lemieux. The shot hit Telvin in front. Richer with it again. They'd like to set him up at the point if they can. Telvin trying to get it. Now Dahlin back. Power play. They keep it in the Boston zone. Dahlin fires. Blocked. Casper clears it out. 2 key blocks.
Great shift by Michael Telvin there.
And Boston changes up 4 new men out there. Kluzak and Bork are back. Linsman and Middleton up front. Power play Montreal. 35 seconds left in that power play. No score. First period. Robinson wraps it in. Lemlin out of the net. Trying to clear it away. It's blocked. Walter in the corner. Momesso with it. Momesso can't set up Robinson, and Robinson yells at him. How do you expect me to handle a pass that fast back? Linsman down. Breaks up. Chelios is checked, though, by Robinson. And now Chelios starts it out. 12 seconds left on the power play. On the left wing side, Momesso slides it in. Going is in deep. Thibodeau. Kluzak. 3 Canadians there. It goes free to Bork. Bork clears it out. And out comes Plett. 11:18 left. First period. No score. Shots 3 Montreal, 2 Boston. Montreal without a shot on Lemlin in that power play. Canadians trying to break it in. And Carbonneau. Boisvert is knocked down on the play at center ice. Chelios snaps it in. Takes a heavy hit. He's down. He is hurt. Chelios is hurt. In the corner, the Bruins start it back. Chelios trying to move to the bench in the center ice. Lyndon Byers with it. The clear in. Hayward blocks it. Chelios has been replaced, and Boisvert breaks it out. Boisvert coming now with Carbonneau. Over the line. The shot in, knocked wide. Rolls behind the defense, and Sweeney picks it up. Sweeney is hit. A penalty coming up. Kordic is, wait a minute. Kordic is hurt. Sweeney is out.
He's going to give Sweeney, I don't know if this was accidentally, he got high sticked.
It was Kordic going after Sweeney, and Sweeney is going out.
9 minutes, 27 seconds.
5 minutes to Bob Sweeney for high-sticking John Kordic. As Kordic lined him up, Sweeney coming out of the Boston end to the right of Lemlin, making the pass up on the right side. And he made the pass, and he was tagged by Kordic.
He's hit. Now that check there was by Molame. Good check on Chelios. I think Neely hurt Chelios earlier. He had 2 or 3 real shaky shifts. Right now he's trying to get away. Bob Sweeney got the stick up, thinking Kordic was bring his up. Good check. It cut him. It's a 5-minute major. This is a big kill for the Bruins. They've got to really go out and establish something here. You want to think confidence. You want to think authority. Everybody take their time. Work hard. Get Montreal to come up with a penalty.
Montreal's second power play, but for the Canadiens, this is a major against Boston. Bruins trying to clear it out, can't do it. Fed back in deep. Dahlin with it. Dahlin holding. Back for Chelios. For Dahlin, right side. Now into Smith. Back to Dahlin for Chelios. Lets it go. By Lemlin. Deflected wide with Smith and Lemieux operating in front. The man to contend with is Lemieux. Of course, he operates in front. In the corner, Bruins are able to clear it out and make a change now. And Terry O'Reilly will try to do that. 4:20 left on the major against Bob Sweeney. No score in the game. At center ice, a heavy hit by Lensman. He took Chelios down. Chelios now gets the loose puck at center ice, starts it back over the line. The drive, and it hit the ankle of Wesley. In deep, a penalty coming up on Boston. Another one. A cross check.
I think you're going to find Claude Lemieux is going to get
this. It's Lemieux getting it, of course. Lemieux getting it.
Montreal, I don't know, extremely tentative. Montreal is being very chippy. They're expecting to be hit here. Right there, Chelios goes down. There's the cross check on Lemieux on Wesley. Silly play by Lemieux.
And for 2 minutes, that nullifies the advantage for Montreal. The Bruins had possession of the puck, and the whistle blew. Astounding.
Well, I think what he wants to call is keep it from getting ugly and breaking into a fight. Blow the whistle right away. Get Lemieux off the ice. The Bruins see that they've got the penalty they wanted. Calm the guys down. Make sure this doesn't break out.
9:34 left in the first period. The shots of 4 Montreal, 2 for Boston. There was one in that sequence on Reggie Lemlin. Of course, 2 glorious opportunities for Richer, robbed by Lemlin, and a partial break-in by Mike McPhee. For Boston now, with each team short a man, Janney and Neely are out there. Skrudlin and Richer for Montreal. Talvin gets the draw from Janney. Now Janney trying to come out against Skrudlin's forechecking. Talvin works it up, looks for Neely. Neely handles it over the line, stops, cuts, shot. It's blocked. It hit Janney. Janney is knocked down by Ludwig. Puck is back to Wesley. Wesley along the line to Talvin. Talvin a screen shot, missed, just missed. Short side, high drive. Neely trying to keep it in for Janney. Janney grabbed it, knocked down, had it, lost it, and the Canadiens wheel it out. And Richer breaks in, 3rd time alone. Stopped. The follow-up is stopped also. Oh, what a play on Robinson. And the Bruins try to break it out 2-1 and couldn't capitalize. For the 3rd time, Richer is robbed by Lemlin. Canadiens come back again, each team short a man. In deep, Wesley after it. Clears it around the boards. It bounces away, and Boisvert gets it. Boisvert keeps it in for Skrudlin. Skrudlin hit hard by Bourque in the corner. Now Boisvert gets it. Boisvert checked all the way by Wesley. They battle on the boards. Puck kept in. Back to the point, Ludwig. A shot is blocked wide by Cam Neely. Now picked up by Bourque. In the center ice. Can't get away from Carbonneau. He's forced back. Carbonneau, a relentless checker and forechecker. Bourque waits for Linsman. He streaks around. He breaks it out with Joyce. Linsman flying down deep. Fires, misses, short side. The long rebound is the Canadiens. 20 seconds, they'll resume that major, and the Bruins break it up. Kluzak to Linsman, looking for Joyce. Joyce can't get it. Larson does. Larson over the line. Larson hit by Walter and flattened. Oh, a rugged hit on the boards for Larson. He's shaken up. He is back on defense, and breaking is Chelios, losing it to Larson. Now the power play in effect. The Bruins have to be wary. Casper clears it in. 1:54 left on that major. Canadiens started back, no score in the game, 7:20 left. Lemieux flying over the line. Lemieux sweeps it in. Shot. A save again. A marvelous save by Reggie Lemlin. He's made half a dozen already. Smith winding up. That was on Lemieux. 1:35 left on the major. Puck rolls in. Lemlin clears it up and out himself as Lemieux is flattened in the corner. You can't keep up with the hitting here. 1:24 left on the power play. Lemieux gets it to Smith. Smith is checked. Bruins able to clear it, but onto the Montreal bench. On a face-off called. 1:16 left on Bob Sweeney's major. 6:49 left in a scoreless first period.
Blackhawks have won the Stanley Cup. Celebrate with Sports Illustrated's exclusive championship package. You'll get this must-have official NHL DVD, Stanley Cup Champions. Plus, this limited edition hardcover commemorative book captures the star-studded Blackhawks with SI's famous writing and photography. Go online to SITVorder.com or call now to get both free with a paid subscription. 56 issues for only $1.59 an issue. Save 68% off the cover price. Use your credit card, and as a bonus, you'll get this officially licensed championship t-shirt featuring the Stanley Cup and team logo. It was designed exclusively for SI to honor their Stanley Cup champions. Don't miss out on this limited time offer to relive the Blackhawks championship season. Go to SITVorder.com or call now to get the official NHL DVD, the commemorative book, and the exclusive t-shirt. This incredible package is all free and only available from Sports Illustrated. Call or go online now.
You're telling me I'll get $5 grand, go pick up my ex-wife, and bring her to jail? I won't even break a sweat.
You're a bounty hunter, please.
Well, I caught you, didn't I?
Get ready.
I'm not letting you take me to jail.
Good luck with that.
To get some action.
You probably have to pay for that.
Jennifer Aniston, Gerard Butler.
Come on, come on.
The Bounty Hunter, now on pay-per-view.
Now available on Dish Cinema.
Hi, I'm Charlie Ergen, co-founder of Dish Network. That's me 30 years ago delivering my first satellite dish. It's kind of an embarrassing picture. But what I'm not embarrassed about is that Dish Network offers 100% digital service at a great low price. In fact, our customers save over 20% compared to our nearest competitor. And today, we are ranked #1 in customer satisfaction among all cable and satellite providers. So I invite you to take a look at Dish Network, and let's watch TV.
Off now to the left of Lemlin. Walter against Casper. Chelios and Robinson combine at the points. And it's back to Chelios. Chelios moves it in. McPhee cross for Robinson. Right in front. A quick shot by McPhee and a save by Lemlin. And a penalty coming up on Montreal. Walter took the shot, but down on the ice, a penalty coming after Lemlin came through again for Boston. Spilled behind the net.
That, I mean, that is as spectacular as that was. The trip occurred. It came around out front. I think there was to Boisvert or Walter, and Lemlin just made a fantastic save at the whistle. He caught it out of the air. That would have been a goal. I mean, it would have gone in the net. It would have been nullified, of course, by the whistle, but Lemlin had no idea it was going to take place.
And now each team short a man. 42 seconds left on LeMay's penalty as Mike McPhee is thumbed out for hooking. And the faceoff is called outside the Boston blue line. No score in the game. The shots for Montreal, 11. And for Boston, 3. And again, it was Lemlin right there on McPhee's bid.
Lemlin is playing extremely well on goal. No doubt about that. Mike McPhee talking to himself, figuring, what do I have to do here? But, you know, a lot of right here now, if this continues, there's the penalty, but if that had to continue, you would have saw a save by Reggie Lemlin. That was awesome. Of course, he's made 4 or 5 awesome saves, which we're getting pretty well accustomed to seeing. Lemlin's been doing that a lot in the last 2-3 months.
For Boston, Bob Sweeney and Keith Crowder out there with Gord Kluzak and Reed Larson. 2:45 left in the first period, no score.
I think the logic is Sweeney against Bobby Smith.
And Crowder and Lemieux. And let's see what this call is. Is it just Crowder? Crowder's heading out.
Lemieux's going with him.
And Lemieux is going with him.
Keith Crowder plays very effective when he plays tough.
And we have some Montreal injuries.
Yeah. You want en français sera absent Shane Corson pour une période indéterminée en raison d'une blessure à genou subie le 6 avril contre Hartford.
Derek Sanderson.
You didn't know I was parler en français un petit peu. Oui.
Bilingual Derek Sanderson. I'll do the others in English, though.
All right.
Bob Gainey is out. And it's a day-to-day situation with Bob Gainey. A bruised foot suffered against Hartford. Matt Naslin sidelined indefinitely with a knee injury sustained against Hartford. They said Boisvert will be sidelined indefinitely, but he's back out there and very much in evidence. And McPhee to the penalty box. Each team short a man. Linsman's out. Misconduct is added to McPhee. Puck cleared in the Boston end. Around the boards. Sweeney. Darlene jammed up in a face-off call. Darlene squaring off a bit with Sweeney, but that is not Shell Darlene's role.
No. No, not at all. Shell Darlene. Bobby Smith's job, I think, is to effect a defensive shutdown on Bobby Smith. And I think he's the only one with the speed and the size combined to do a good job on him. Now you got Bobby Smith. Is definitely, Bobby Sweeney's definitely aggravating him. He's a big key to this Montreal team, Bobby Smith. And if you could throw him off his game, it's to the Bruins' advantage.
We had a report that Richer went to the dressing room. That's after, of course, he had three
great opportunities.
Marvelous one-on-ones with Reggie Lemlin, and Lemlin won them all.
Maybe he's got bruised feelings. Didn't put it in the net, he's pouting.
Face-off outside the line. Linsman against Smith. Robinson gets it off to Svoboda. Cleared in deep. Sweeney a hit on Svoboda. The fans yell every time the Bruins go near a Canadian. And Kluzak carries out. Clears it in. Hayward able to block it. Svoboda quickly back. Checked in deep by Linsman. Linsman trying to get play, and they break it up, and Sweeney keeps it in as Linsman forecheck. And they're yelling again as Sweeney wrapped at Robinson, and the Canadians ice it. And you don't see that too often at the Forum. And they wave off the icing.
You'll see that a lot at the Forum.
Now a power play for Boston. That's why it was not icing. The power play takes effect for the Bruins. Their third. Bork, a pass in stopped by Ludwig. Cleared away, and Walter breaks against Neely. Neely checked him, and Reed Larson for Boston. 39 seconds left on the Boston power play. 1:22 left, first period, no score. Ray Bork center ice. The drive in ricochets around, going for it. Joyce, Janney, Bork for Joyce. Into Janney. Janney in the corner. Holding, and he is spilled in the play by Ludwig, who just dove at him. It's dug out by Neely. Neely for Joyce. Now to Janney behind the net. Janney holding, still holding, maneuvering. Feeds it up on the boards to Bork. Back in for Janney. Joyce trying to set up in front. Janney gets it off for Larson. Larson couldn't get the backhander away, and the puck is cleared. And the penalty is up. 45 seconds left in the period. Ray Bork starts it back. Long pass to Talvin. The drive in wide of Hayward. And the Canadians start it back. Stopped by Wesley. A hard hit on the left side by Burridge, who upended Chelios. Boisvert, a shot, a save on the drive from center ice by Lemlin. Back comes Talvin, a lead for Casper. Casper to Burridge over the line, trying to close. Loses to Larry Robinson. Robinson to Green. 15 seconds left. The puck cleared out. Wesley with it. Takes it back, gives it off for Talvin. In the center ice, blocked. Platt clears it away. Wesley going for it with Skrudlin. 2 seconds left. That'll do it in the period. And thanks to Reggie Lemlin. No score. Montreal 12 shots and Boston 3.
In 1980, many European countries, including Czechoslovakia, were governed by oppressive communist law. But that didn't stop the Stastny brothers from pursuing their NHL dreams. Leaving their homeland for the greener pastures of the NHL meant that Peter and Anton Stastny had to go underground, sneaking across closed borders. Desire won out over fear, and the brothers courageously crossed the Atlantic to join the Quebec Nordique, marking an important moment in international ice hockey history. Prior to their defection, no star players in their prime had left communist Europe. Peter and Anton debuted in North America for the 80-81 season, during which Peter scored 109 points and won the Calder Trophy as Rookie of the Year. The next season, a third brother, Marian, arrived, giving the Nordique a magical combination.
Anton came in and hooked the puck away from him. The next thing you know, it's over to Peter, back to Marian, and in the net. And 3 more points for the Stastny brothers.
Collectively, the three played a total of 29 seasons in the NHL, recording 823 goals and over 2,000 points. But their greatest accomplishment might be the path they blazed for generations of European players in search of their own NHL glory on the other side of the Atlantic.
You're watching the NHL Network.
It's the most iconic trophy in sports, one that every player dreams of winning.
The Flyers have won their second consecutive Stanley Cup.
The Penguins have won the Stanley Cup.
Captain Mark Messier, come get the Stanley Cup.
Raising the cup, 35 years of Stanley Cup clinchers. 1990, Edmonton at Boston, Monday at 8. Brought to you in part by the Sierra from GMC. Never send a truck to do a Sierra's job.
And we're ready to go now in period number 2. No score in the game. Bob Smith is out with Walter and Lemieux. Neely with Janney and Joyce. And Chelios starts it away. Carries over the line, penetrates. The shot deflected wide by Kluzak. Ray Bourque trying to get it in the corner. Behind the net, Smith wrapped up. It goes in front. Walter rolls it in, and Lemlin able to smother it, but Walter was alone in front for a brief moment and trickled it in on Reggie Lemlin.
That whole play was set up because Bob Joyce overplayed Chelios back here at the Montreal blue line, allowed him to carry it through center ice, shot it in. Montreal forwards were flying. The key is to stop that Montreal forward from getting that defenseman to get moving, and that's what you got to do. If they're allowed to beat their man, that's when they're dangerous.
Ryan Walter is out there to check Neely, but he was in front looking for a score there. Face-off now to the left of Lemlin. Won by Smith. Smith checked, and a breakout by Joyce. Coming with Janney. 2-on-2 trailer. Neely. Joyce deep back for Neely. Neely misfired on the shot. Bruins had a good break, and this didn't develop. And a good breakout by Smith. Smith picking up Chelios and Lemieux. Goes for the shot. It is blocked. Covered by Neely for Janney. Janney, a beautiful fake. Starts out, hooked down on the play, and no call there. Momesso took him down. He had faked by Momesso. Fans buzz as Frazier let it go.
Harry Frazier was looking the other way, totally looking back at something behind the play.
Wesley knocked down in the Boston corner, and the Canadiens keep it in the centering pass and the shot and a save on Carbonneau, and the puck goes into the net, and Carbonneau goes into the net, and Lemlin into the net. But Canadiens are yelling for a goal. That was Carbonneau wrapping it in front. As the Canadiens continue their assault on Lemlin, and the Bruins will have to turn that aside. The Bruins had a 3-on-2 breakout with Bob Joyce, and his pass to Neely was slow, and then Neely misfired on the shot, so it never developed into a good play in on Hayward.
There's some discussion down here as to what's going on as far as where did this puck go after that save. At this point, did Lemlin keep it out? He was put in there by Wesley, I believe, or Telvin.
I don't see how you could allow a goal on that where the player and Lemlin and everybody just go into the net.
Oh yeah, that counts. They're all in. There's the net and the puck in the corner, the right corner of the net, underneath Lemlin's right leg.
Carbonneau moving in, and the face-off is in the Boston end. Frazier says,
definite break there, boy, I'll tell you.
No goal, no light went on. And a face-off now to the left of Lemlin.
Goal judge never saw it either.
The Bruins have to be concerned about this surge by Montreal, where they put some heat already on Lemlin, who is a very, very busy man.
Right here, now see if
period.
you can watch the puck under Lemlin's right leg. It was better from the other angle. But at that point, it was already in the net.
Skrudland on the draw with Casper to the right of Lemlin. No score in the game. We're in the second period. Game number 2. Last night, Edmonton beat Calgary 3-1. I watched the game, Nate Greenberg and the writers and the press room, and I want to tell you, Grant Fuhr saved the day for Edmonton. Calgary totally outplayed them. But read the press story this morning, they never mentioned Grant Fuhr.
Well, they're getting so used to him doing that in Edmonton. Really, Edmonton is not that good a hockey club without Grant Fuhr. But he is part of the team as much as Lemlin's part of this one, and that's your hockey club, the team that you put in the sweater out there.
Draw to Burridge, and he breaks it out. Left wing side, coming on Robinson. Slides it in deep, going for it, Willie Plett. Checked by Sloboda. Robinson wraps it around for McPhee. Broken up by Casper. Casper clears it in. Back goes Plett. Plett trying to feed it to the point, but it goes out to center ice. Wesley with it. For Burridge. For Telvin. Trying to get away from the Montreal forechecking, though, and Telvin starts from behind the net. Wesley to Burridge into center ice. Casper collects. Casper over the line, gets by McPhee, goes to the corner, puts it to Burridge. Burridge shot missed the net. The Burridge back, a shot, a save. Hayward, great chance for Burridge. And Hayward comes up with a big stop as the Bruins press at the Montreal end. Walter and Linsman face off to the right of Hayward. No score in the game. 2 minutes played in period number 2. Carbonneau works it out of the zone for Momesso. Fired down, back for it, Kluzak. Carbonneau out checking Linsman, but he can create an offense too. Puck into center ice, blocked. Kluzak able to get it. Clear it in wide of Hayward, who's out of the net. Wrap it up the boards. Bruins can't get it. Carbonneau starts it back. Pass blocked by Linsman. Linsman is checked by Momesso. He's checked by Carbonneau, who went sprawling to block it. Reed Larson trying to start it now with Kluzak, and they just are able to clear it out of the zone. Mike Lawler gets it back. Off for Carbonneau. Carbonneau trying to move in. Checked. Forced wide. Larson going for it. Kluzak. Kluzak up for Middleton to Linsman. Linsman breaks it out, but 3 Canadians are back. Linsman gets by 1. Boyvet drops it to a trailer. It is Bork. Bork going in. Linsman was knocked down. Bork behind the net, fighting for it. Wheels in the corner. Takes a heavy hit in the corner. Boy, he paid for that rush. Burridge fighting for it. Around the boards. Left point. Peterson can't get it. It is cleared out by Boyvet. 16:50 left. Period number 2. The Canadiens with 14 shots. Boston with 5. Chelios takes over at the Montreal line, trying to clear it out. He did. Brought back in by Burridge. And a face-off called.
You're watching NHL Network.
Few players played harder, were more competitive, or were more popular with fans and players alike than Hall of Famer Lanny McDonald. Entering his final season with Calgary in 1988-89, McDonald had 3 milestones within reach. He needed 11 goals for 500, 12 points for 1,000, but most importantly, had a shot at that elusive Stanley Cup ring with a powerhouse Flames team. While injuries limited his regular season to 51 games, he finally recorded point number 1,000 against Winnipeg.
Comes over to McDonald. McDonald at front. He scores! 1,000 points!
2 weeks later, McDonald faced Mark Fitzpatrick and the New York Islanders.
Here's Joel Otto centering the puck to Pavlinski. His shot hit the post to the left of Fitzpatrick. Otto puts it back in the net for McDonald. A wraparound, he scores! There's number 500 for Lanny McDonald.
While the chase for the cup posed the biggest challenge, it seemed as though hockey fans everywhere were rooting for the Flames because of Lanny's quest. With Calgary up 3-2 in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final in Montreal, he came up big again.
Up the center and coming in as Blue. Newendijk centered it. McDonald scores! Matty McDonald!
When the cup was handed out that night at the Forum, there was McDonald, huge mustache and all, basking in the glow of his own personal trifecta.
The Boston line is Sweeney with Byers on the right and LeMay on the left. Robinson rushing. Off for Kordic. Drives it to the corner. Back for it, Ray Bork. Around for Alan Peterson. Peterson carries it out, left wing. Clears it in, wide of Hayward. Hayward trying to wrap it around, stopped by Byers. Byers to Sweeney, back in front. LeMay, shot went wide. LeMay behind the net, holding, still holding. Nobody bothering him, gets it off now to Byers. Byers puts it in front. Score about Sweeney. Sweeney got it from Byers and LeMay, and Sweeney makes it 1-0 Boston.
What a great shift by that line. Mo LeMay made it all happen, and Lyndon Byers made a very heads-up play when they dumped it around back of the boards. Hayward got the puck and very casually shot it away. Lyndon Byers bailed out, picked it off the boards. Mo LeMay makes a sharp play here to Byers. He just snaps a quick shot, hits Sweeney in the foot, the open legs, and in we go for the first goal.
Bob Sweeney from Lyndon Byers and Mo LeMay. LeMay played for the Maine Mariners, acquired in a trade with the Edmonton Oilers. Alan May went to the Oilers. And Mo LeMay has a lot of experience. 26 years old, played with Vancouver and Edmonton.
Boston's goal is third in the series, scored by number 42.
1-0 Boston. And now Chelios rushing for Montreal. The clear-in, offside. Walter is taken down on the play by Craig Janney.
Good check.
Craig Janney, 19-year-older out of the U.S. Olympic team, and Bob Sweeney with the score from Boston College. And of course, Janney played at Boston College, then went with the U.S. Olympic team.
Talking to Don Cherry this morning at the skate, Lyndon Byers was walking by, and Don Cherry just loves him, just thinks he's going to be a great asset to the Bruins. Going to get his 30 goals next year.
Draws back to Ludwig. He's on with Chelios. Forechecking is Neely. The Canadiens work it carefully up, and Smith breaks it out on the left wing. Ludwig coming up. 4 men attacking. Smith drops it. It is blocked by Janney. In the corner, Wesley trying to get it. Now Walter going for it. He's checked. It's back to the point to Chelios. Chelios wraps it in. Moves it to Smith. Smith in front. Shot. Walter. Big save. Lemlin. How many can he make? Walter walked right in. Picked. And back comes Janney over the line. Janney trying to move in on Ludwig. Is ridden off in the corner. Chelios starts it out. Smith is hauled down. The fans want a call. Chelios over the line. Moving well. The shot deflected wide. And this whistle. Chelios entangled with somebody.
Both of them. Chelios and Gordy Kluzak.
High sticking and slashing, the two signals from Kerry Fraser. The teams will be at full strength. Almost 5 minutes played in the second period. Carbonneau against Lindsman. Lindsman has LeMay on the left, Crowder on the right, and Momesso and Crowder entangled.
Well, Lindsman backed into Momesso. I don't know why, but he did, and Momesso gave him a little bit of a stick. Keith Crowder protected Lindsman, instigating a little scuffle.
The Boston defense, Wesley and Telvin. The draw to Lawler. The Canadiens do not hesitate in this situation. 4 men up, and Lawler leads the rush and drives it in. Around the boards, Telvin trying to move it out. Can't. Green kept it in. Broken up and flipped out by Crowder. Momesso wraps it back in. Telvin on it quickly. Little screen job by LeMay on Carbonneau. Lindsman is checked on the play. It bounces away on the left wing side. Boivea trying to move in, and Carbonneau does. Slides it in deep. Telvin there. Moves it up the boards. LeMay trying to move it out. Can't. Lawler kept it in. A shot blocked. Goes wide. Carbonneau with it. Carbonneau wheels in the zone. His shot deflected high into the corner. Crowder on it. Crowder trying to work it out. Does to the Canadian end. No icing. LeMay beat Lawler to it. LeMay hauled down on the play, and a penalty on Lawler. LeMay beat him to it, and he's high stick. And LeMay slow to get up. And again, the hustling work by the Bruins forwards, and the Bruins get a power play out of this.
Oh, if he's bleeding, trying to find some blood. If he's bleeding, it's going to be...
It will be 5 minutes if he is. We'll return with more playoff hockey on TV 38 after this message.
Baseball has Jackie Robinson. Hockey has Willie O'Ree. O'Ree broke hockey's color barrier on January 18, 1958, when he was recalled from the minor league Quebec Aces to dress for the Boston Bruins in a game against Montreal. O'Ree played in one more game that season and saw action in 43 matches the following year, 1960-61. While he wasn't accepted immediately at the start of his brief NHL career, O'Ree's work ethic and personality allowed those around him to see past the color of his skin. After he hung up his skates, O'Ree continued to be a great ambassador for the sport he loves.
Life has taught me to just try and be the best that I can be. And I thank the Academy for saying to me that on this given night, I was the best that I could be.
Want a 4-star hotel at a 2-star price? Go to Hotwire.com. When 4-star hotels have unsold rooms, they use Hotwire to fill them. So you get them at ridiculously low prices.
HOTWIRE, Hotwire.com.
At TireRack.com, we don't just sell tires, we test them on our unique test track. Our results are honest, unbiased, and as real as it gets. Use this information to help decide which tires are right for you, your vehicle, how you drive it, and where you drive it. It's not just a test track, it's truth serum for tires. And it's only at Tire Rack, the Tire Rack Test Track. One more way, Tire Rack is revolutionizing the way you buy tires.
TireRack.com. Research, buy, deliver, install.
Boston on a power play, leading 1-0 on Bob Sweeney's goal with about 14 minutes left in the second period. Gianni, Joyce, Neely, Larson, and Bork. Walter wins it for Ludwig. He's broken up behind the net. Wheeling around is Joyce, trying to drop it for Neely. Neely is hit by Walter. Puck back on the boards. Carbonneau checks the play, gets it to Walter. Vigorous checking defensively by Walter and Carbonneau. Now Walter replaced by McPhee. Carbonneau stays out there. Larson drives it in from center ice. Around for Neely. Neely for Joyce. Joyce in the corner. Back for Neely. He was covered though. Bruins have to beware of that. Puck goes in deep. Gianni there trying to put it in front. Block. Neely gets it. Back for Bork. Bork back for Neely. Neely off wing side. Back for Bork. It's intercepted by Carbonneau. Carbonneau gives it off to McPhee, who scored a short-handed goal, so the Bruins, Bork breaks him up. The Bruins start back. Larson over the line for Sweeney, who has scored the only goal of the game. Sweeney back for Bork, not fast enough, but Bork is able to get it. Larson to Bork, to Larson. In now, in the corner, Gianni. Gianni back for Larson. Across for Bork, has to chase it though. Bork not able to keep it in. And the Bruins on the power play, keeping it in territorially, but not working quite as slickly as Montreal did in a couple of their chances. Face-off outside the Montreal line. 42 seconds left on the Boston power play.
Montreal's moving it a lot better. They were doing the perimeter the same, but what it is they set that key shot up and then they don't take it. So the Bruins, what they did, Bob Sweeney went to make a play back to the point there, and he got his stick was slapped just prior to doing it. He never got any wood on it, so it just kind of slowly got back to Bork. A desperation pass to Larson, and he desperation passed it back on his backhand. No authority on it. Ray Bork then tried to check it away, and it pulled it outside his own, outside the blue line himself.
The shot stands 16 for Montreal, 6 for Boston in that first period. So Montreal has had 4 shots in the second period and Boston 3. And this is the first power play of the second period. Boston leads 1-0. The goal by Sweeney from Byers and LeMay. 42 seconds left, and Canadiens are able to refresh Walter and Carbonneau with that long delay. They have him out there.
Neil Broughton just got a couple of goals for New Jersey, lead them 2-1.
New Jersey leads Washington 2-1. Wesley to Talvin. Talvin to Sweeney. Sweeney spilled by Ludwig in the corner. Fought for. Falling down is Crowder. Sweeney can't get his stick free to get a handle to it. Everybody jammed up in the corner. Most of the players. It goes back to Talvin. A quick pass to Wesley is off the mark. Wesley to Talvin, but it's back at the Boston line. Vigorous forechecking by Walter and Carbonneau. Linsman trying to break free. Cuts. Still has it. Works it over the line. Is hauled down. And back first for it is Chelios. Around the board, stopped by Sweeney, but it bounces away to Walter, and he clears it. And the Bruins without a shot on in that power play. Lemieux forechecking on Wesley. Wesley up the center. Missed by everybody, but no icing. And back for it, Robinson. The Bruins forechecking. Now Smith winding up. Smith circles Platt. Starts it out. Good pass to Svoboda. Off to Lemieux. He lost it. Bruins clear it away to center ice. 1-0 Boston. 11:27 left in the second period. Loose puck at center ice picked up by Kluzak. Wraps it back in. Now Lemieux starts it out. The pass goes by everybody to the Boston end. Not icing, and Bork there. Around the boards trying to move it out, and Burridge digs it away, and a good break here. Kasper coming with Platt. And a trailer. Kluzak off for Platt. Platt moves it in deep. Kasper able to get it in the corner. Trying to make the play. Does. Back to Bork. Bork fires. Deflected in. A score! Put him in, Willie Platt. 2-0 Boston as Bork fired from the right point, set up by Kasper.
I don't know. I think it's going to be Ray Bork. I'm not sure. Could have hit Larry Robinson. But that's what they needed. The hustle by Stevie Kasper here is just terrific. He gets it back to Bork. Bork wastes no time. He gets it away. There's Robinson's hand. It hits his, Svoboda's hand. Dropped it down in past Hayward.
Ray Bork from Kasper.
Right here coming in front of the net to bother everybody is Platt. He's got Hayward totally preoccupied. He chops at it. Now, I don't know if he tucked that away from the hand of Svoboda or not. Here you're going to get a better look at it. Svoboda's hand comes down right there and knocks it down into the ice. Willie Platt looked to tap at it going by.
Ray Bork at 9:07 to make it 2-0 Boston. Kasper 1 assist. And Willie Platt gets the other one. At the Boston end, icing called against the Montreal Canadiens. With the score of Boston 2, Montreal 0. We'll return with more Bruins hockey in just a moment.
Out your heavy, bulky pressure cleaner? You need to get the Jet. Introducing the amazing Water Jet. It turns your ordinary garden hose into a super power washer. Perfect for when a pricey pressure cleaner is too much power, but a hose is too little. Powerful enough to clean second-story windows, remove wasp nests from a safe distance, and reach under eaves without motors, gas, or electricity. Here's how it works. Water flows through the volume reduction chambers where pressure builds until a powerful jet stream blasts through the precision-engineered solid brass tip. The stainless steel control valve easily regulates the water pressure and the force of the jet stream. Great for all your tough outdoor jobs. Blast grime and weeds off brick and paver driveways. Get into hard-to-clean nooks and crannies. Clean wood and aluminum siding, umbrellas and awnings. It attaches to any garden hose so you can take it along boating and camping. The 30-inch wand easily reaches into tight spots. Unlike cheap plastic nozzles, the Water Jet is built to last with heavy-gauge aluminum, stainless steel, and solid brass. The amazing Water Jet is only $19.95. But if you order now, as a bonus, you'll receive the solid brass fan tip that creates a powerful fan-shaped spray. Creates a sweeping water broom for wood decks and docks, patios and pool decks. Easily clean pool filters. Scour away mold. Wash cars and trucks. Scrub dirty truck beds squeaky clean. Dial back the pressure to gently water delicate flowers. One tool that does it all. Call now to get the WaterJet Plus bonus fan tip for only $19.95. But wait, order now and you'll also get our new WaterJet soap dispenser and brush kit. Yours free. Just pay separate processing. Attach the dispenser and turn your WaterJet into a soaping power washer. Twist the switch to rinse. Add the brush and you have a soap brush for cleaning cars and windows and so much more. The WaterJet bonus fan tip and soap dispenser and brush kit, all for $19.95. Call now to get the jet.
To order WaterJet, call 1-800-833-0548. That's 1-800-833-0548. Order today and get the soap dispenser and brush kit free. Call 1-800-833-0548 and order WaterJet today.
About 12 minutes played in the second period. The Canadiens with 5 shots. Boston with 4. The Bruins with 2 goals, leading 2-0. 8:03 left, second period. Skrudland, Casper. Dug out by Wesley. Broken up by Dahlin. Dahlin puts it in front. Deflects away to the other corner. Platt there. Can't get it. Telvin on the loose puck. Telvin away. And a good pass up for Casper. Breaks with Burridge. Over the line. Burridge checked in the play. And the Canadiens break it out. But the pass is too far ahead of Skrudland. Racing for it. Kluzak. Kluzak wrapped up. Lemlin able to handle it. Trying to clear it out. Robinson battles to keep it in. And they do. McPhee with it. Checked by Byers. Pass off in front. Svoboda. Another marvelous save by Reggie Lemlin. A glove save on Svoboda.
You are seeing a display of goaltending here that is rare. Reggie Lemlin has come up with about 12 quality opportunity saves right here, back on top of his crease, shuts Svoboda off, and he catches it. Great play by Reggie Lemlin once again.
So that there was no rebound for any of the Canadiens lurking in the area, and they have their defensemen. It is all out.
They're all out to get back in this one. They don't want to wait for later. Got to go do it now. But Reggie Lemlin's holding them at bay. The Bruins get an opportunity to put one in the net. Canadians do not want to see that happen. They'll take a flurry. There'll be a flurry for a while.
It is back to Rick Green. Green able to keep it in, up the boards. What for? Rolls in wide of Lemlin. He wraps it around to the other side for Rick Middleton. Middleton the clear out. The Canadiens, Thibodeau starts it back with his defense. Green is on with Lawler. Byers forechecking. Lawler tries the other side. The clear up stopped by Bork and wrapped back in. Excellent forechecking by Boston. Byers trying to keep it in again. Battles on the boards. They do. Sweeney did. Now it's knocked away by Montreal, picked up by Bork back at the Boston zone. Kluzak. Kluzak for Sweeney. He clears it out quickly. 6:46 left in period number 2. Green wraps it back in. Bork with it. 2-0 Boston. The goals by Sweeney and Bork in this period. Kluzak can't move out. Carbonneau back. A shot and a marvelous right pad save by Lemlin. Bruins careless that time. Kluzak did not move it out. Lost control. Now Bork trying to come out. And Bork has control. Breaks it to center ice. Sweeney there. Sweeney drops it in the Montreal zone. They're going to call it icing. And it is. 6:15 left. And Carbonneau had a great chance. And Lemlin, another good stop. On the faceoff, Wesley gets it. Lemieux forechecking. Janney won that one against Bob Smith. Wesley fails to move it out. Stopped by Walter. Fed back in a shot. Save in the corner. Bruins trying to clear it up the boards, and Neely breaks it out with Janney. Good break here. Possible 3-on-2. Janney coming over the line. Drop pass, and Neely cut the other way, and the Canadiens come back with a 3-on-2. Lemieux fires into the corner. Puck centered. Smith fell down. Puck is cleared off to Neely. Bruins squandered a good opportunity. Now Joyce trying to break. Joyce is over the line with Janney. Holding. Fires in. Deflected shot and a save. And the rebound. Neely fights for it. Has to go to the boards. Still battles for it. And the Canadiens take over. Smith with it. Smith to Ludwig. To Chelios. Chelios can attack. He's challenged by Telvin. Puck rolls in. Way out of the net comes Lemlin. Now the shot back in by Smith. Chelios trying to center one. Intercepted. Neely breaks it out. Neely wants a line change. Trying to give it off to Telvin. That didn't work. Puck control by the Canadiens. 5 minutes left, second period. 2-0 Boston. Sweeney and Bork in the second period for the Bruins. The goals. Canadiens break it out. McPhee with it. McPhee trying to go it alone. He's checked on the play by Lindsman, and Bork fires it up to center ice. Trying to break Crowder. Crowder spun Svoboda down, but back to get it, Dahlin. Around the boards, Bork moves up, keeps it in. No, he missed it. And Robinson has it. Robinson out for Dahlin. Dahlin checked. McPhee trying to move in. Checked by Bork, who's able to get back. Bork around, looking for Crowder. Crowder hits Svoboda. He can't keep it in. Dahlin winding up, coming right back. Carefully, though, loses to Bork. Bork to Burridge. It's tapped in. Lost to Svoboda. 2-0 Boston. 4:17 left, second period. Svoboda flips it in for Carbonneau. The play offside at the Boston blue line. 2-0 Boston. Sweeney from Byers and LeMay. Bork from Casper. And the shots are 19 Montreal and 8 for Boston.
Willie Putt never got an assist on that goal by Bork.
Well, everybody will see on that replay that he was standing there right where you want him, Claude Lemieux style, bothering Hayward with his presence.
Yeah, oh, he did. He bumped into Hayward. Actually, it's interference. If you want to get technical, you're not supposed to be standing in the crease, jawing at him and kind of muscling him his hands about.
But it was good to see Bork throw it in on the net, and it went in.
Puck's bouncing for the Bruins tonight. Good sign.
Wesley with it. Working it to center ice. Looking for Burridge. It doesn't work. Around the boards, though. Platt able to keep it in for Burridge. Can't combine. Canadiens start it back. Carbonneau checked by Platt. Gets it to Kordic. Back for Carbonneau. Off from Momesso. The shot deflected wide. Kordic missed it on the boards, and the Bruins, Burridge able to clear it out. As Kordic couldn't handle the pass. Green winding up. 2-0 Boston, second period. Long pass for Carbonneau. Carbonneau checked by Byers. Wraps it in. Back for Bork. Bork gets it around. Middleton with it. Some open ice for Boston. Middleton for Sweeney. The clear in wide of Hayward. Around the boards, Byers intercepts. Wraps it around the other side. Middleton going for it. Middleton trying to put it in front. Couldn't. Robinson broke it up. Middleton out with Byers and Sweeney. 3 minutes left, second period. 2-0 Boston. Good pass. Robinson. He gets it to Boisvert. Boisvert over the line. Holding. Trying to put it in front. He's checked on the play. A good stop by Ray Bork. Puck to Sweeney. He's able to clear it out. Back for it, Rick Green. Green looking for Boisvert. That could be icing. It is. Reed Larson back for it. 2:44 left.
Those who knew Terry Sawchuk best say he was a complex man. He suffered through most of his life from untreated depression and never seemed at ease. None of that affected his on-ice performance. He was a warrior in the nets, playing through the more than 600 stitches he incurred during his career. In the words of Gordie Howe, Sawchuk was everything a goalie should be. He is generally regarded as the greatest goalie of his generation. 4 times a Cup champion, 3 Vezina trophies, the 1951 Calder Trophy, and a 1971 Hall of Fame induction. Among his greatest accomplishments came late in his respected career, on March 4th, 1967. Sawchuk was now in Toronto, teamed with another great, Johnny Bower. Both veterans were honing their game for the Leafs' memorable Cup run. That night in Toronto, Sawchuk, the man they called Yuki, faced 27 shots and stopped them all.
Here's Bobby Hope shoots. Sawchuk got a piece of that one. Dennis Hope moves up with a shot, and Sawchuk covered up.
It was his 100th career shutout. He later quipped the first 100 are the hardest. Terry Sawchuk recorded at least 1 shutout in each of his first 18 seasons and had 5 or more 10 times. But his most famous was on a March night in Toronto.
The first star, Terry Sawchuk.
It's the most iconic trophy in sports, one that every player dreams of winning.
The Flyers have won their second consecutive Stanley Cup.
The Penguins have won the Stanley Cup. Captain Mark Messier, come get the Stanley Cup.
Raising the cup, 35 years of Stanley Cup clinchers. 1990, Edmonton at Boston. Monday at 8. Brought to you in part by the Sierra from GMC. Never send a truck to do a Sierra's job.
Face-off to the left of Hayward after the icing. 2:44 left, second period. 2-0 Boston. Janney is out with Joyce and Neely. Bruins forecheck. Wesley a shot. Blocker saved by Hayward on the long drive. Joyce hit in the corner, battling for it. Gets it to Neely. Centering pass blocked. Away to Lemieux. Lemieux checked on the play. Bruins keep it in, and now it's cleared away by Ludwig. All the way down. Larson with it. Larson for Neely. Neely clears it up on the left for Joyce. Joyce trying to break. Is wrapped up by Bob Smith. Ryan Walter is hit by Peterson as he wraps it up. It deflects into the stands, and a face-off called at center ice.
I was right in front of Carey Fraser, that total hold. Let it go.
2:06 left. In this, the second period. Boston leads 2-0. Bob Sweeney and Ray Bourque with the scores. And the face-off just outside the Boston blue line. Lindsman is out with Crowder and LeMay. LeMay has not looked out of place at all in any game with the Boston Bruins. Played a couple of regular season games. He's had a lot of National Hockey League experience with Vancouver and also Edmonton. Bruins breaking Crowder over the line. Soft shot in easy for Hayward. Robinson clears it around the boards, and back for it is Crowder to pick it up, puts it in front, and Bruins can't get it. Knocked down on the play in front was LeMay, and the puck slid under him. And
at this point, discipline is what you need. You don't want to pick up a penalty here.
Little jamming Crowder and Svoboda. 1:49 left.
Well, I think he's going to get Svoboda for hauling down LeMay in front of the net. That's why I wanted the Bruins to just pull it, but he didn't. At this point, he's still watching. I don't know if he's going to call that or not. There he goes. Brian Skrudland all bent out of shape, but too late.
Skrudland is out. And with 1:49 left in this period.
Front of Skrudland, not Svoboda. There's the trip right there. Stick the leg out, pull your upper body, wrap it around the leg, throw you down.
Or interference. Either one, and then as Crowder centered it, it slid under LeMay and was wrapped up. But Robinson made that pass back. No Canadian there. Crowder moved behind the net and picked it up. And Skrudland protesting the call as he took down LeMay.
Skrudland really had to do what he did. I mean, you have to knock LeMay down.
But now that Boston penalty gate is open.
He evened it up.
Keith Crowder is called.
The misconduct.
The penalties to the Bruins, number 18, Keith Crowder. To the Canadiens, number 25, Peter Svoboda. 2 minutes each for unsportsmanlike conduct. And to the Canadiens, number 39, Brian Skrudland. 2 minutes for tripping at 18 minutes, 11 seconds.
All right, you heard it on the PA, and so it is a power play with that Skrudland move on LeMay, and the face-off in the Canadian zone. Boston leads 2-0 and goals by Bob Sweeney and Ray Bourque. The Canadians have had tenacious penalty killing by Ryan Walter and Guy Carbonneau. And they are ready now. And for Boston, Casper is out. Lindsman on the right, Sweeney on the left, Bourque and Wesley. Ryan Walter against Casper. Lindsman annoying Chelios. Ken Lindsman and Chelios. And just about directly in front of the net.
Kenny Lindsman going, what? Me? I'm not bothering anybody.
Two number 11s, Casper and Walter. Bruins get it back to Wesley. Wesley along the line. In for Casper, left wing side. Casper holding. Back for Wesley. Try to hit it on the go. Didn't. And a breakout by Carbonneau. Misfire there by Wesley. Walter slides it deep in the Boston zone. 1:30 left in the period. Ray Bourque. Checked by Carbonneau. In deep. Wesley now starting out. hits Linsman on the fly. Linsman trying to break by Chelios is ridden off. The puck to Sweeney over the line. Sweeney is broken up before he makes a play. And the Bruins a very ineffective power play. Everybody holding everybody. Chelios was holding Bork and Sweeney was holding Chelios. And the Bruins trying to get an attack going. And Carbonneau breaks it up, but a lost stick there. It's Carbonneau's a break for Wesley over the line. Wesley has to collect his own pass, feeds it in, going for it, Casper. Canadians with it, round the boards. It is Sweeney cutting in front and took much too much time to get a shot away. It was blocked. Should have ripped that one off. And the Canadians poke it free, and McPhee trying to come out, blocked. Wesley gets it in for Janney. Janney slides it in deep. 35 seconds left in the period, and the Canadians are on the puck. And the puck is cleared all the way down to Lemlin. Boisvert forechecking, 2-0 Boston, late in the period. McPhee breaks it up, barrels over the line, hauled down by Telvin. No call by Frazier, and the fans are furious. 15 seconds left. Over the line comes Joyce in deep, puts it in front. It's knocked away. Good rush. 8 seconds left. The Canadians coming out. Boisvert with Walter. A long shot, missed the net. 2 seconds, 1, and that's it. The period ends. There'll be 11 seconds left on Scrudland's penalty. The boos are for Kerry Frazier for not calling. That play, Telvin taking down the man. The score after 2 periods from the Forum, Boston 2 and Montreal 0.
I'm looking to save money on my car insurance. How do I know if I'm getting a good deal?
You should talk to the specialist.
The specialist?
He compares rates side by side. You could save hundreds. It's easy.
Great.
Okay, Pickles. Do your thing.
But that's amazing.
I trained him myself.
I meant the... Okay.
Same coverage, more savings. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
In a world where speed, determination, and physical strength meet, when everything counts, a gasp, a stride, a shot. Get live scores, stats, and standings on the Hockey News Mobile, THN.Mobi. Exclusive videos, special features, and news coverage on thehockeynews.com. The #1 best-selling hockey magazine has all you need to know about the game. Hockey matters. We've got you covered. The Hockey News.
At TireRack.com, we don't just sell tires, we test them on our unique test track. Our results are honest, unbiased, and as real as it gets. Use this information to help decide which tires are right for you, your vehicle, how you drive it, and where you drive it. It's not just a test track, it's truth serum for tires. Right now, when you buy a set of 4 select Michelin tires, get a $70 prepaid MasterCard. For details, go to TireRack.com/TV. Research, buy, deliver, install.
Sir, finding everything okay?
I work for a different insurance company. My auto policy is just getting a little too expensive.
With Progressive, you get the name your price option, so we build a policy to fit your budget.
Wow, the price gun. Wish we had this. We just tell people what to pay.
Yeah, we're the only ones that do.
I love your insurance. Bill. Tom?
Hey, it's an office party.
The freedom to name your price. Only from Progressive. Call or click today.
Ray Canny, the 19-year-old rookie, the 21-year-old Bob Joyce at left wing, and the real veteran, Cam Neely. I think he just turned 23.
Yeah.
And the draw back to Chelios, and he clears it. And he connects up over the line with Smith, who is out there. Montreal realizing that that power play won't be in effect too long. And Smith was trying to break on that long feed from Chelios. Stefan Richer, a broken thumb. He's out for the series, and he was hit by Michael Telvin in a jam.
Enthusiastic cross-check.
After one of the rushes in on Lemlin. He had 3 almost in a row, one-on-one with Lemlin. Ray Bourque winding up, gets away from Smith. Full strength Montreal. Bourque up the middle. The clear leads Neely too far around the boards. Joyce there to keep it in for Neely. Neely, Joyce trying to work it in front. Janney is in front outside the crease at the backboards, fought for, and Smith gets it. Smith leads the rush, picking up Walter. Goes on Kluzak. Hauled down by Kluzak. Puck in deep, and it's Lemieux with it. Lemieux for Ludwig, trying to put it in front. Knocked away. Walter goes to the corner. Walter able to get it. A call here by Frazier. Somebody reached up and batted the puck down. A high stick by the Canadiens, and the faceoff is called outside the Boston blue line. Walter realized that the way he went casually to the puck in the corner. The Boston goals by Bob Sweeney and Ray Bourque in the second period for a 2-0 lead. Shots in the second period were even at 7 apiece. In the first period, the Canadiens outshot Boston 12-3.
And they had some isolated great chances that Reggie Lemelin just came up to Rose big and shut him down. I think you get the goaltending, boy, you get so much more confident out there as a forward and defense. You know your goaltender's sharp behind you.
Linsman centering Crowder and LeMay. Talbot with it in the center ice. LeMay can't get it. Skrudland right over the line. Trying to put it in front. Knocked away by Linsman. Right on the stick of Svoboda. His shot blocked by Talbot. Kept in by the Canadiens. McPhee. A hard shot, and that might have hit the post. Another shot here, and the Bruins, McPhee put it right on Lemlin and a save, and the Canadiens are all over Boston. Bruins trying to clear it out on the boards. 2 Bruins down. Slowly getting up is Linsman, but the puck kept in. Skrudland going down. Wesley takes a hit from Wesley. Puck kept in. It is Crowder breaking it up, trying to move it out. Crowder gets it. A lead for Mo LeMay. Mo LeMay fires and a score! Mo LeMay from Keith Crowder makes it 3-0 as LeMay went down the left wing side on the lead pass by Crowder and blasted one from 40 feet to beat Hayward.
How important is goaltending? Reggie Lemelin make 2 great saves in a row. Montreal Canadiens all over the Bruins at the start. Keith Crowder worked extra hard at the point. Mo LeMay takes this shot. Brian Hayward sound asleep, beats him between the legs. Great goal. What a turnaround goal that was. But the saves by Lemelin prior to that were what was astounding. You thought it hit the post, Fred. It was a stick save by Lemelin, the sound you heard. A terrific save. Caught the shaft of the stick. Tremendous. Jean Perron, Montreal's coach, is a little, what happened here? Mo LeMay just unwinds it, just corks this off Brian Hayward. What happened?
And rushing now is Thibodeau over the line, checked by Ray Bourque. In deep, Momesso, Kluzak at the backboards. Bruins trying to get a face-off, and they do. Face-off coming up to the left of Lemlin, almost 2 minutes played. Draw won by Casper. Bourque to the open man. Burridge clears it down, rolls all the way to Hayward. Green winding up. Plett is out. He's played right wing with Casper and Burridge. Breaking Momesso. In the center ice, harassed, broken up by Burridge. Burridge checked by Robinson. They battle for it on the boards. Canadiens move it over the line, but back is Casper. Can't move it out. Canadiens now check Burridge. Swept it away from Thibodeau. Casper breaks it up at center ice. Carbonneau forced to clear it in. Back first is Bourque. On him, Momesso. Up the boards. Connects with Plett. Plett clears it out. Robinson right there. And Carbonneau trying to come back. Broken up by Bourque. A quick clear out to Casper. Casper can't set up Burridge. Carbonneau winding up. 3-0 Boston. LeMay the score in the third period. Sweeney and Bourque. Here comes Casper. A break with Burridge. Off for Burridge. Burridge in deep to Casper in the corner. Casper jams it up with Smith. A good play to get the face-off in the Canadian zone so that Boston can make the line change and the opportunity to make it down toward the Canadian end. Almost 3 minutes played in the third period.
They're going to call Casper on this for holding it in the Canadian end, bring the face-off outside.
But it still gives Boston a territorial advantage.
But Fred, what I'm saying is I agree with you. It was they were equal and they were both freezing it. Well, you live with that.
Sweeney is out with Middleton on the left and Byers on the right. Talbot and Wesley. Boston leads 3-0. Their scores by Sweeney and Bourque in the second period and LeMay in the third. Talbot fakes, moves, shoots, and just went wide. And the long ricochet all the way to the Boston end. This is not icing. Back for it, Wesley. Lemieux right after him. Gets it to Sweeney, who's back trying to clear it out, and he does. Going for it, Byers. Byers checks the play over the line and now moving on Chelios is Middleton, but Chelios goes safely behind the net, starting the play. Bruins try to check, and the breakout by Bobby Smith. Collects his own pass. His shot is deflected by Telvin, very high into the stands.
January 2011. Witness the crowning of the next champion. Buffalo, New York hosts the 2011 IIHF World Junior Championship as Team USA goes up against the world. Save your place in history. All session packages are now on sale with tickets starting at less than $24 a game. For information, go to BuffaloWorldJuniors.com or call 1-888-467-2273.
It's the most iconic trophy in sports. One that every player dreams of winning.
The Flyers have won their second consecutive Stanley Cup.
The Penguins have won the Stanley Cup.
Captain Mark Messier, come get the Stanley Cup.
Raising the cup. 35 years of Stanley Cup clinchers. 1991, Pittsburgh at Minnesota. Tuesday at 8. Brought to you in part by the Sierra from GMC. Never send a truck to do a Sierra's job.
If you had a choice between going bald and a fuller head of hair, which would you choose? Advances in medical science have resulted in the world's first and only permanent solution to hair loss. You wash it, you cut it. It's your own real, naturally growing hair. When it comes to hair restoration, no one in the world has more experience than Bosley. The results look completely natural and are affordable on nearly any budget. Bosley Hair Restoration is a relatively simple outpatient procedure, but the entire process can't be explained in 60 brief seconds. So to find out more about this clinically proven permanent hair loss solution, call the toll-free number below to receive your free no-obligation information kit. It'll answer all of your questions about hair loss and hair restoration. Every day you wait, you're losing more hair, so don't put it off any longer. The phone call is free. The information is free. You owe it to yourself to find out the facts. Choose hair. Choose Bosley.
Call 1-800-750-7719. That's 1-800-750-7719.
Janney on the faceoff with Skrudland. 16:30 left, third period. Boston leads 3-0. New Jersey leads Washington 4-2, second period of their game. Ray Bourque, center ice. Pass blocked. McPhee winding up to Skrudland with Dahlin. Skrudland moves well, clears it, goes into the corner on a deflection. Dahlin hauled down. Bruins trying to move it out, failed to do it. Now they move it out. A pass on the right to Neely. Neely able to flick it in. Craig Janney goes in deep, pokes it behind the net to Joyce. Joyce wheels around in the zone, takes the hit from Ludwig hard. Janney gets it. Janney trying to set up Neely, can't do it. And McPhee breaks it out. McPhee off for Dahlin, a lot of good moves. Goes deep on Bourque, checked by Bourque, broken up. Puck goes behind the net, and McPhee couldn't put it in front. The breakout by Boston. Here comes Neely with Janney. The shot is blocked. The rebound wrapped around and all the way out. Neely had an open man, a 2-on-1 there as Boston moved it out. Kluzak out for Larson. Larson lost it center ice, fed right back in by Momesso. Kluzak there around the boards, kept in by Robinson. Pass into the corner. Carbonneau puts it in front, and it was missed by Thibodeau right in front. And LeMay breaks it out, flips it in on Hayward. 3-0 Boston. Canadiens pass to center ice, stopped by Larson. Larson puts a long one on Hayward. 5 minutes played. Robinson cut in front of the net, and Crowder almost stopped him. Forces him back. Now a pass to center ice, broken up by Sweeney. Robinson now gets it, center ice. Canadiens. Momesso over the line with Carbonneau. Carbonneau, the shot, saved by Lemlin, might have missed the net. Bruins work it up. LeMay can't move it out. Robinson belts Sweeney and flattened it. Puck is cleared out by the Bruins. Back for it, Rick Green. Oh, a heavy hit by Robinson. 14:20 left, third period, 3-0 Boston. At center ice, a steal by LeMay. Flicks it back over the line. Boston changing up. But Lemieux is open, gets it over the line, puts it back in front, tipped wide as rushing for the net was Walter. in the Boston zone. Around the boards, the Bruins fight for Flett. A heavy hit, a penalty on Flett for an elbow check or a high stick. Cross check. Take your pick. And a power play for Montreal. For the Canadiens, they've had 3 shots in this period. Now they have their power play. Casper and Smith. And it's back for Chelios with Svoboda. The drive blocked by the Bruins. And Burridge has it. Big play by Casper to block that drive by Chelios. Bork and Kluzak are on defense. Svoboda on the power play to Chelios. Wrapped in. Back first goes Bork. Trying to clear it out. Can't do it. Chelios big play. Batted away now by Kluzak. Was gloved ahead by Chelios, and Kluzak was quickly on it. Burridge now joined by Linsman. Power play Montreal. Chelios drives it in. Around the boards. It is Dahlin keeping it in. For Chelios. Over to Svoboda. Back for Chelios. The shot blocked by Burridge. Burridge able to clear it away from Chelios. Twice. The Bruins have blocked those shots by Chelios from the point. 1:03 left. Middleton is on now with Linsman. And Wesley a big block. And the Bruins right back. Middleton's lost his helmet. Had the play. Then he's broken up. And the Canadiens wheeled back. Over the line comes Chelios. Broken up by Telvin. Telvin trying to clear it. Can't. Out of it. Chelios. Dahlin. Robinson for Dahlin. Over for Chelios. Closes. The shot deflected high. Fought for near the net. Lemlin in a big pile of players. Well, you can't put a puck in the net there with about 6 players atop it. 32 seconds left on the Canadian power play. Boston leads 3-0. 12:30 left in this, the 3rd period.
Jean Beliveau was such a tremendous prospect as a 15-year-old, the Montreal Canadiens actually attempted to sign him to a pro contract. A few years later, the Canadiens bought the entire Quebec Amateur League he played in and turned it into a professional entity. This finally brought Beliveau to the Habs. For the next 20 seasons, he displayed as much class, elegance, and leadership as the game has ever known. In Montreal, Beliveau captured 10 Stanley Cups, was a 10-time All-Star, won 2 Hart trophies, and a scoring title. He always turned it up a notch in the postseason, and it was there that Jean Beliveau would win the inaugural award that was and is a fitting tribute to playoff excellence. Conn Smythe was one of hockey's foremost pioneers. So when the NHL decided to begin presenting the Most Valuable Player Award of the playoffs in 1965, they named it in Smythe's honor. Following the '65 Stanley Cup Final, the first player so honored was the great Beliveau. After leading his Canadiens to a series win over Chicago, the man they called Le Gros Bill accepted the trophy that has since been presented to hockey's elite.
It's the most iconic trophy in sports, one that every player dreams of winning.
The Flyers have won their 2nd consecutive Stanley Cup.
The Penguins have won the Stanley Cup.
Captain Mark Messier, come get the Stanley Cup.
Raising the cup, 35 years of Stanley Cup clinchers. 1990, Edmonton at Boston. Monday at 8. Brought to you in part by the Sierra from GMC. Never send a truck to do a Sierra's job.
Now Ricky Middleton's hot. Kerry Fraser's yelling at him. What are you doing? Gonna lose this game. Gonna get out of control, and only out of control, from an official standpoint. But you got the Montreal Canadiens not too charged about starting anything. They got the next 2 games in Boston Garden.
The shots in the 3rd period, 4 for the Canadiens, 1 for Boston. But the one for Boston was a smoking slap shot by Mo LeMay, 40 feet out on the left wing that beat Brian Hayward to make it 3-0. Earlier goals by Bob Sweeney and Ray Bork in period number 2.
Good point. You can't score unless you shoot. There's the man of the hour right there, Reggie Lemelin.
Walter is out now with McPhee on the left. The Canadiens have lost Stephen Richer, broken thumb, as he had 3 clean-cut opportunities on Reggie Lemelin in the first 15 minutes of the game. Less than that.
Anytime you got a 50-goal scorer gets hurt like that, that's going to hurt your hockey club. You're going to have to get called on the lesser lights to step up a notch.
Casper and Walter. And the draw again to the Canadiens. Rick Green with it. Rarely plays on the power play. Rick Green back at the point all alone. Robinson has moved way up. Puts it in front. Blocked again by Burridge. Casper and Burridge have done a marvelous job of penalty killing. It's down to 15 seconds. A key play by Burridge on the centering pass by Robinson, who had moved way up. They left Green back alone. Out comes McPhee. McPhee over the line. Offside is Thibodeau trying to move in. Jose Charbonneau did not dress. Serge Boivin has played this game for the Canadiens, game number 2. We're nearing the point. 12:03 left in this, the third period. Platt has 5 seconds left on his penalty. 3-0 Boston.
They talk about the loneliness of a long-distance runner. The loneliness of a goaltender when he's back there alone.
Say, would you repeat that?
Why?
The loneliness of a goaltender when he's back there alone?
Yeah, it just kind of hit me, touched my heart there for a minute. There's Reggie.
Well, what you need to say is when he's back there in the nets. Don't repeat the loneliness.
Well, okay. I stand corrected. You're lucky I don't take umbrage with that remark, Fred.
Ooh.
I had to get that word in somewhere during the night.
Casper, Skrudland, and the draw is back for Talvin. He can clear it quickly. He did. And now Platt is out. 5 seconds elapsed. And the Canadiens, Robinson. The clear in. The rebound in front. Bruins can't clear it out. Kept in by Thibodeau. Wrapped in front of the net. Knocked away. Now up on the boards. Wesley is checked. LeMay able to clear it out. It hit the linesman, so there's no threat of icing. Now at center ice, Talvin checking the play on Rick Green. Green holding. Now back over the line. The Canadiens. Skrudland. Clearing it in deep. Behind the net. Robinson is there. Bruins trying to move it out. Can't do it. Sweeney was checked. Fought for on the boards. Wesley battling. Goes loose too. In the corner. Big pileup of players. Wesley trying to get it. And it goes to Kordic. Kordic trying to center it. Checked by Wesley. But he keeps the puck. Wheels it around for Green. A backhanded. Knocked. And scored by McPhee. He caught the high pass. Dropped it and shot the puck in the net. And the Bruins are protesting. He grabbed the high shot and dropped it down and shot it in. McPhee.
What it was, they tried to tie it up in the corner. Glenn Wesley had it a couple of times. He got away from it. John Kordic made a couple of good moves. Right here, now he uses body strength to avert the check by Wesley. The dump to Green. He in desperation backhands it in the air. McPhee bats it out of the air, gets it on the ice. Glenn Wesley just a little flat-footed on that one.
And the Canadiens get an offense out of some players you wouldn't expect. McPhee, of course, you would expect.
Yeah.
But Kordic and Green set up the play. They get the assist. And we have 11 minutes left to play. And the lead is down to 2. Boston 3 and Montreal 1. Steal by Janney for Joyce. The shot, the save, Hayward. Joyce had a superb chance from 30 feet. Janney sent him in. And the Canadiens forced to clear it out. Back for it, Ray Bourque. Could have been a big one. Hayward, a big stop. Joyce pops it away to Neely. Neely clearing it in. And the play called offside. 10:31 left in the third period. With the score, Boston 3, Montreal 1. Let's pause for this message.
How does the GMC Sierra stay ahead of the competition? We were the first to develop a hydroform steel frame designed to increase payload and durability. And we have an Eaton automatic locking rear differential that maximizes traction and power. When you never compromise, you have nothing to hide. At the GMC Summer Event, get the best of the remaining 2010s and get 0% APR for 72 months. Or choose $5,000 cash back on most Sierras.
Hi, may I help you?
Yes, I hear Progressive has lots of discounts on car insurance. Can I get in on that?
Are you a safe driver?
Yes.
Discount. Do you own a home?
Yes.
Discount. Are you gonna buy online?
Yes.
Discount. Isn't getting discounts great?
Yes!
There's no discount for agreeing with me.
Yeah, I got carried away.
It happens to me all the time.
Helping you save money. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Hi, may I help you?
We're shopping for car insurance, and our friend said we should start here.
Good friends. We compare our Progressive Direct rates apples to apples against other top companies to help you get the best price.
How do you do that?
With a touch of this button.
Can I try that? Wow.
Good luck getting your remote back.
It's all right. I love this channel.
Shopping less and saving more. Now that's Progressive. Call or click today.
Okay, you know you're going to need new tires. It's inevitable, right? With Tire Rack's online research tools, you'll know you're getting exactly the right tires for you, your car, and the way you drive it, all at a great price. Don't just change your tires, change the way you buy tires. Get up to a $100 Tire Rack American Express reward card when you buy a set of 4 select Bridgestone tires. For details, go to TireRack.com/TV. TireRack.com. Research, buy, deliver, install.
Inside the Canadian line, Greg Janney, Joyce and Neely, and Joyce had a marvelous chance on the setup from Neely right after McPhee scored to make it 3-1. Carbonneau forced back by Joyce's forechecking. Neely breaks up Chelios, steals, moves in, shoots, scores! Cam Neely took it away from Chelios, moved in, hit a forehand drive, and he makes it 4-1 Boston.
That's the first time Cam Neely just jumped on. I saw the opportunity. Chelios, seeing it's Neely going, not too happy about that. Neely jumps on, stops the pass up with his foot. It bounces in the air. Now they're going to give Hayward the hook and put in Patrick Roy.
Cam Neely breaking up Chelios and moved in and did not miss with a forehand drive into the corner to beat Hayward. And the Bruins
right
have a
there,
3-goal
Cam
lead.
Neely breaks the play up, punches it through his feet, controls the bouncing puck, snaps a quick wrist shot that Brian Hayward really had no chance on. But the third goal, I think, going from Molome's goal, I think they're giving the hook for that one. You let another one in. Patrick Roy's getting ready in the back.
It is 4-1 Boston, I believe unassisted.
Oh yeah, it has to be unassisted.
And the Bruins forecheck now, getting back the 3-goal lead right after the Canadiens had scored on the McPhee goal halfway through the third period. 4-1 Boston. Cam Neely stole and wrapped it home, made no mistake. Roy in the nets. Middleton steals, breaks it over the line with Byers, closes, puts it in front, a save, and the net dislodged as Rick Middleton is hurt.
No, not Rick.
Wait a minute. It's not Rick.
Lyndon Byers.
Byers went crashing in. Roy is down too.
No, they didn't. Hey, Lyndon Byers, he hit the net something awful. Lyndon Byers ran and got, either he was concentrating on the puck so much that he never really looked at the crossbar, but he got shoved into the net pretty good.
Well, there's Roy. He hadn't gone in.
No, he was getting his equipment on. He was on his way in. They made the drop. He never got his mask on in time.
I'm sorry, that is Hayward there, and this is Middleton with an opportunity in tight, and Byers goes crashing in, hits Hayward.
The thing is that Lyndon Byers, I think, got it on that thigh again, that bad damaged knee. But he seems to be okay.
Well, now Roy is officially in, and no warm-up for him. 4-1 Boston, 9:42 left in period number 3. Platt forechecking, and the Canadiens break it out. Smith drives it wide. Lemlin trying to clear it, and it almost deflected off Lemieux and in the net. It hit Lemieux. He went down. The puck just went wide on a deflection. And that would have been costly. Smith winding up right back. Off for Walter. Walter checked by Larson. Puck kept in by Smith. Smith moving. Forced behind the net by Burridge. The centering pass. And what a save by Lemlin. Again, the glove.
What a pair of hands he's got tonight. Hotter than a firecracker in there. Hotter than a 25-cent pistol.
Looked like Lemieux on a setup from Smith from no more than 12 feet. With the score, Boston 4, Montreal 1. We'll return with more Bruins hockey in just a moment. Janney gets the draw. Bork clears it out. McPhee moving it right back in with Dahlin. He can't clear it in. Checked by Wesley. But pops in deep to Ray Bork, and he slows it down. Skrudlin forechecking on him. Moves smartly away from Skrudlin. Gets it off for Craig Janney. Janney breaks, picking up Neely over the line. Drops it for Neely. Neely a shot. High and wide. The long rebound. Wesley. He wraps it in deeper. And Chelios there. Lost it. Joyce sneaks it out of the corner. Joyce trying to get away from Chelios. Hit. Neely smashes into Chelios. Oh, a heavy hit there. And the Canadiens break it out. Skrudlin over the line, stops, gives it to McPhee, the backhander, the short side save by Lemlin. The puck rolls back into center ice. Neely and Chelios in a race. Chelios able to beat him, and Neely takes Roy down. A lead for Skrudlin, breaking in alone, forced wide. The back checking of Kluzak breaks it up and clears it out. Winding up is McPhee. 4-1 Boston. 8:05 left in period number 3. Neely from center ice, able to flip it in wide of Patrick Roy. Big goal by Cam Neely, stealing from Chelios, moving in and beating Hayward. Svoboda starts it out. Center ice, left wing, drives it in. Now the race. Around the boards, Carbonneau. Kluzak. Kluzak gets it, loses. Kordic with it. Kordic holding, works it in front. The shot blocked and gloved away by the Bruins. Kluzak with that big reach as it popped in the air. Back for Svoboda. 7:30 left, third period, 4-1 Boston. Good checking by Byers, who's okay, breaks up. Larry Robinson. And the Bruins clear it in deeper. Well, Byers, after hitting that net, is okay. Looked like he really almost took it apart. Bruins forecheck. And the Canadiens, Carbonneau works it out. Center ice. Robinson over the line for Kordic. The shot scored! Kordic fired one from 45 feet with 7:04 left. He has friggin' in both goals. And it is Boston 4 and Montreal 2.
Great shot by John Kordic here. A wrist shot, which is not used often enough in this game. Young kids out there, when I think they can just worry about slap shots. If you can wrist them like that, you can get some goals.
John Kordic, rated as the intimidator, has figured in both goals. He rips this one.
Just a great shot by Kordic, that's all.
And now it is 4-2, and still 7:04 left. Kordic getting an opportunity. Richer injured, and of course, Naslund, Gainey, and Corson also out of action. Bruins determine a forecheck. Byers and Middleton move down. At center ice, Bork able to get it. His pass across, broken up. Smith clears it over the line, loses to Bork. Bork back on the left wing side, and Middleton taken out of the play by Robinson. The puck goes to center ice. Fed right back in. Wesley now to Ray Bork. Bork to Byers. The quick clear out. Winding up is Green. 6:30 left, third period. 4-2 Montreal. This could be icing, but Lemlin forced to play it. Can't clear it. Slapped back in by Robinson, and the deflection cleared away by Byers. And they call it icing. 6:12 left. A big score by John Kordic. We'll return with more third period action after this message.
Charles O. Finley is perhaps best remembered as the proprietor of baseball's Oakland A's and their championship teams of the mid-1970s. His clubs were entertaining, successful, and controversial, all while being decked out in Kelly green and gold. Finley also owned the NHL's Bay Area franchise, the California Golden Seals. He was the third owner in the first 4 seasons of the Seals franchise. While the team struggled on the ice, their merchandise sales flourished. They were the first team to put names on the back of their sweaters, and they wore yellow skates. The second year, Finley ordered his players' skates to be painted white, like the shoes his baseball team wore. The trainers constantly put white paint on the skates to cover puck marks, and the players complained the skates weighed 20 pounds by the end of the season. In year 3, the team continued its losing ways. Finley decided to cut payroll and lost his best players to the upstart World Hockey Association. He eventually sold his interests, but one of sport's most colorful figures left an impression not soon forgotten.
It's the most iconic trophy in sports, one that every player dreams of winning.
The Flyers have won their second consecutive Stanley Cup.
The Penguins have won the Stanley Cup.
Captain Mark Messier, come get the Stanley Cup.
Raising the cup, 35 years of Stanley Cup clinchers. 1990, Edmonton at Boston. Monday at 8. Brought to you in part by the Sierra from GMC. Never send a truck to do a Sierra's job.
Montreal, McPhee and Kordic. Skrudlin on the draw. Bruins get it. Janney, Kluzak, broken up, kept in. Not cleared out, kept in again. Well, was outside. Chelios had to reach back for it. The Bruins have to clear it more decisively than that.
Yeah, what they're doing is Montreal is making that extra second effort now, and now they're in a tempo like the game was. Montreal's picked it up a notch. The Bruins got to pick it up a notch.
Clock says 6:04 left. Third period, 4-2 Boston. The Canadiens up to 28 shots. Boston with 14. The wide margin to the Canadiens in that first period, 12-3. Around the boards in the Boston end. Ludwig able to move it in. Get it around the other side to Dahlin. Janney trying to move it out. He's checked. Dahlin kept it in. On the boards. It goes in the corner to Skrudlin, to Dahlin. Very tricky. Stops, cuts away. Checked by Larson. Janney clears it up on the right side for Neely. Neely just cleared it outside the line. Batted right back. Controlled by Kluzak. The Bruins want to change up. Kluzak gets it center ice. Janney with it, and he rushes with Neely. Gives it off to Burridge. Burridge can't get the shot off. Goes to the corner and gets the puck, though. Keeps it in with hustling work. Canadians trying to jam him up. He's trying to tie it up. And they get the whistle. And just a massive stick job on Janney by Chelios. 5:16 left. Face-off. Called by Kerry Fraser. 4-2 Boston. On the face-off, Ray Bourque forced back, gets it away to Wesley. To Burridge. Ahead for Casper. Casper checked at the line. Battles Carbonell. Pokes it in deep. Robinson checked by Plett. Gets it away to Svoboda. Up to Momesso. Canadians break back. Long shot. Saved by Lemlin. Lemlin clears it softly for Wesley. Can't clear it out. Robinson a big play to keep it in. His pass blocked by Casper. Casper to center ice. Plett trying to get it. Can't. Wrapped back in by Carbonell. First on it. Wesley. Wesley checked by 2 Canadians. Puck in front of the net. Bourque knocked down on the play. Carbonell puts it back in front. It slides out of the zone. 4:28 left. Third period. Kordic coming back. In deep. 3 Canadians go into Bourque behind the net. Casper back to help out. Bruins trying to clear it away. Plett can't get it. It is kept in. Fought for it at the backboards. Bourque gets it free. A soft clear up, and Burridge pokes it away. 4 minutes left. Third period. Boston leads 4-2. Steal by Burridge. Coming back over the line, the play is offside, but the Bruins will take that as they can get organized. And rough and rugged play out there, and off the puck, fans wanted, as Svoboda lost his helmet, I think he was hit by Plett.
He was hit by Plett, a little cross check, a little high, but he dropped down and Willie's come into Willie's chest with the stick there. But I think you're going to find that if this play develops, Randy Burge makes the key to the whole play, a little punch. What was it? He took his hand off his stick and punched him. Okay, got away with it, but Randy Burge made a key play tying up Larry Robinson at the point, who broke in, would have walked in on that shot. Burge tied him up and went harmlessly to center ice, but that's the second effort the Bruins have got to have.
Sweeney gets the draw across for Larson. He's able to wrap it in the Canadian zone. 4-2 Boston. 3:50 left, third period. Middleton out with Myers and Sweeney. Bruins forecheck. Smith picks it up. Smith can't set up Walter. The loose puck taken by Larson. Larson ahead. Too far, but handled by Roy. Bruins break it up, and a shot back in by Sweeney. Missed the net with good forechecking. The Bruins trying to forecheck, and at center ice, Sweeney breaks it up, clears it back in the Canadian zone. 3:25 left, third period, 4-2 Boston. Chelios to Walter. Deflects into the Boston zone on the clear. Back for Kluzak. Up to Joyce and out of the zone. Walter winding up. Now to Smith. 3 minutes left, third period. Smith, big strides over the line, and they allow him to penetrate. They back off, and Kluzak breaks him up, and the puck goes to Sweeney. Sweeney now with Neely, a clear in. Neely collects. Try to put the shot on. Stopped by Chelios. Neely swings it around. Pass up blocked. Bruins fight to keep it in, and Smith starts it out. A lead. Too far for Lemieux. Bork there. Stops. Cuts away from Lemieux. Gives it back to Janney. Janney breaks with Neely. 2-on-2. Janney goes wide on Robinson. Check on the boards. Trying to tie it up. Pokes it in deeper. Svoboda there. Broken up by Joyce. Joyce in the corner. Behind the net. Delaying it. Janney with it. Janney doesn't want to pass it back to the point. It could be intercepted, so poke it in deeper. 2:15 left. Joyce right on Robinson. Breaks him up. Gets it to Plett. Plett holds in the corner. Now jams it up. Takes the hit and delays things. Didn't want to fire it out in front. 2 minutes left. Breaking McPhee. A lead for Skrudland. Into the Boston corner. Grab by Kluzak. McPhee, shot, save, score, Robinson on the rebound. McPhee did it again as he came out of the corner. Fired on Lemlin, the rebound to Robinson. It is 4-3 with 1:53 left.
It's a hard-working goal, a broken play goal. A little casual at clearing it. Larry Robinson, all defense up, everybody up going for the goal. Right there, Kluzak never took Skrudland. It bounces loose, and then there's too many Canadians around for a loose puck. Lemlin makes the original save, but Larry Robinson, from his point position, jumps on top of it.
Well, the big man is McPhee, and what a number he does on the Boston Bruins. He has scored a goal as the Bruins led 3-0. And now, coming out of the corner, 1:53 left. Larry Robinson on the rebound of a shot by McPhee. And Boston leads 4-3. The Canadiens coming back from a 3-0 deficit and a 4-1 deficit now to close it 4-3. Bruins had two scores in the second period by Bob Sweeney and Ray Bork. And then Mo LeMay, after the Canadiens were harassing Lemlin, broke out on the left wing and fired one from 40 feet to make it 3-0. Then McPhee got the big score, knocking down the high pass or clear by Rick Green, putting it on the ice and wrapping it by Lemlin. Then John Kordick, 45 feet, a hard drive to make it 4-2. Neely, of course, had broken up Chelios to get that fourth Boston goal. Well, you got to keep an eye on Roy. Nobody leaving on this one. Casper wraps it in the Canadian zone. Seconds ticking away. 1:45 left. And Casper breaks it up right in front of the net. It bounces back to Roy. Chelios pass, checked by Burridge. It bounces away, picked up by Momesso. He's stopped. Kluzak can't clear it away. Rides off Carbonell into the corner. Ray Bourque trying to clear it out, and he does. Casper going for it with Green. Casper gets it at center ice. Goes over the line with Burridge. Goes in deep. Clears it deep. 1:17 left. Roy has to stay in. Bruins forecheck. Neely is on. Trying to get it. Jamming it up in the corner. Carbonell with it. 1:07 left. Bruins break it up. Janney a steal inside the line. Goes behind the net. Holds it there. Kills time. Puts it in front, and the Canadiens have it. Less than a minute left. Roy heading out. Bourque breaks it up. And right back comes Janney for Neely. Roy has to go back in. He came halfway. 45 seconds left. Third period. Bruins forecheck. Up to Walder. Walder trying to break in. The shot off the side of the net, not the post. Kept in by the Canadiens. Batted around in the corner. Neely trying to clear it out. Flips it out.
Empty net.
30 seconds left. Roy is out of there. Bruins break it up at center ice. Svoboda on it. 25 seconds left. Roy out. Extra man on. Robinson clears it in. Lemlin there for Bourque. Up the boards. Not out. Kluzak gets it. Fires wide. Icing, 10 seconds left. Face off in the Boston end is over on the other side. In effect, a power play for 10 seconds. Casper with Burridge and Sweeney with Kluzak and Bourque. And the Bruins trying to organize now. What are they going to do? Walter could tap it over to Smith. He's unguarded. Now Kluzak's going over to cover him. 6 men inside the line. Lemieux backs off a bit, so it's kind of a 4-2 for the Canadiens. Walter discussing with Lemieux what he wants to do. He's going to try and draw directly, maybe. Let's see what happens. Robinson back, Casper on the draw. Fought for it. Bruins clear it out. 7 seconds. 6, 5. Bruins break it up at center ice. 4 seconds. That'll do it. The Bruins win. Game number 2. And take over the home ice advantage against the Montreal Canadiens, and they salute Reggie Lemlin. What a game.
What a stellar performance by Reggie Lemlin.
The Bruins would roll from there and go on to win the next 3 games to eliminate the Canadiens in 5, ending that drought that had dated back more than 40 years. This would actually signal the start of a slightly new trend, as Boston would come out on top in 4 of the next 5 series that the two teams played. Thanks for watching Vintage Games here on the NHL Network. We'll see you again next time.
Relive the Hawks championship season with the 2010 Stanley Cup DVD on Blu-ray High Definition and Standard Definition. Available now wherever DVDs are sold and at shop.nhl.com.
Here's a breakaway chance for Kane. He scores!
Welcome to the NHL Network's presentation of the top 10 goaltending performances in the 1999 playoffs. I'm Dan Pollard. Well, it goes without saying that goaltending is the key to playoff success. The 99 playoffs drive that point home in a big way. The big names play big games. The likes of Hasek, Belfour, Joseph, and Waugh backstopping their teams deep into the second season in search of Lord Stanley. Let's get the countdown started at number 10. As Philadelphia's John Van Beesbroek opens the playoffs on a high note in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinal facing the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Berard fired one in. Thomas was covered. Philadelphia did not clear it out. Here's Sundin. Sundin had the open side and chose to make the pass. Off, but I'm looking for it. Sundin set up. And he's in front of the net, but the whistle had gone. The Leafs get a penalty shot. Shane put his hand on the glove in the crease. All right. And Captain, it's all yours. Stopped by John Van Beesbrook. Got the glove up. Closed the door of the Maple Leafs now and doing a pretty good job of it. Toronto attacking. Chance in front. Wrap around. Van Beesbrook down. Still in there. And Yuskevich bested up the line.
They can't beat Van Beesbrook, even though when it looks like he's in a helpless position like that, and when he doesn't know where the puck is like that.
Carroll nearly lost it at the line, but they get it up to Sundin. Coming in on the back end. Oh, Van Beesbrook got a piece of that. It's into the Philadelphia zone. Modine. Van Beesbrook robbed him and no chance. Van Beesbrook makes another big stop. Johnny Van Beesbrook is hot tonight.
Van Beesbrook, who's been razor sharp, and then Matt Sundin gets a backhand away. Not a typical backhand.
2 seconds left. That's it. Van Beesbrook congratulated by his mates. He made 25 saves in the game.
As Crossbow and Alfredson go to the attack. There's the pass for Alfredson. In front, Emerson stopped by Hasek as they keep generating chances, but can't solve the dominator. It's a great play. And just got back in the lineup late in the year.